What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 82 of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. My name is Blaze. On your screen today is the one of the newer revealed cards from the Evolution set coming out in early 2017. Wanted to kind of go over this card with you first, and then we'll go into a tournament using a different deck than I used yesterday. But on your screen is Dragonite EX. It's kind of a neat Pokemon. I think it might get some play in the new expansion. It's a colorless Pokemon, which is actually kind of surprising for a Dragonite to not be a Dragon-type Pokemon, but it is a colorless Pokemon. 180 HP, which is kind of typical for an EX, I think. 170, 180 is kind of the range of where EX Pokemon generally tend to stand as far as their HP. It's a basic, of course, so there might even be a Dragonite EX, a Mega Dragonite EX, so it's hard to say at this point in the game, but who knows. So its ability is, let's see, it's pull up. So the ability, it allows you to, when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may put two basic Pokemon, except for Dragonite EX, from your discard pile into your hand. So this allows you to pull basic Pokemon from your discard pile. It can be Mega Pokemon, but it cannot be Dragonite EX. But it can be other Megas. You can pull those from your discard pile, put them into your hand, and then play them on that turn if you want to. So kind of a neat little ability, but you can only use that when you play this card from your hand. So obviously if you get like a Pokeball or something, or an Ultra Ball, then you won't be able to use this ability. Hyper Beam is a little costly at 4 energy, does 130 damage, and you discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So while it is a little pricey to use that attack, it might actually be worth it in the long run to discard an energy from your opponent's Pokemon. And it really depends on how the match is going. I don't think this is going to get a lot of play, to be honest with you, because of the 4 energy cost and because of the 3 retreat cost. It's weak to lightning, resistance to fighting, so that's not bad. A lot of fighting type decks going on. I primarily play a fighting type deck right now. But it's kind of a neat little card. I just kind of wanted to show off what it could do or what it could be capable of. I don't really have any strategies built around this one. Maybe you can post one in the comments or something. But it's a neat little card. I think it might actually... It probably won't get a whole lot of play, to be completely honest. But, you know, it's very early in the pre-release cycle. And this is coming out in 2017 with the Evolution set. So it's very hard to say whether or not it's going to get a lot of play, but I would bet probably not. It's going to take 2 double colorless energy to get this powered up on turn 2. But even then, if somebody discards an energy card from you, they discard 2 energy cards, so it's very risky. And you can't attach double dragon energy to it. It has to be double colorless or single energy. So anyway, let me know what you think about this card in the comments below. I will post more pictures of the new cards that are coming out in the Evolution set coming up real soon, so keep an eye out for that. This is Dragonite EX, and let me know what you think. I'd like to hear it. So let's go ahead and get into that tournament that I promised you. We'll go ahead and go into events, and it's an expanded tournament with a deck that I call Dehydrated. I haven't played this deck in some time, so I don't really remember how it works, to be honest with you. I think it has... Let me see if I can just go ahead and bring it up. Well, I'm going to end up getting into a match here soon. I won't be able to show you, but I will open up some packs of cards too. I have a few packs of cards in my collection that I can open up, but I'll try and show off this this deck a little bit for you, just in case you haven't seen it in a while, because I haven't played it in a while. So that'd be cool. So anyway, calling the coin flip. So this is one of those decks where I don't want to go second, typically, but if I have to, I will. This deck does have Greninja, the good Greninja. I think I just started putting Phoebus in this deck as well, but it doesn't usually have that. So this audio is like super loud. I don't know why it's so loud. There we go. That's a little better. It does that sometimes. Like I'll be playing the game and like I'll have played it, you know, a couple times. Um, like I'll have played it like all day or something like that, and then I'll come back to it to do a video or something like that, and then it's like super loud. And then of course I know you guys you don't necessarily complain about it, but it's just something that's like, oh hey, your video, your audio is super loud, and I'm like, yeah, it totally is, and I didn't think about it, but I always appreciate the feedback. Don't worry if you happen to have said something like that in the past. I do appreciate it. So he's searching for a Pokemon. I wonder which one. Because he's not using Megas, which is a good sign for me. It means I might win this match. Doesn't necessarily mean I will, because to be honest, there's one EX, but Jirachi, I think he's only using that for the ability. So what is that ability? When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may search your deck for a supporter card and put it onto your hand. So this card would be good with like a scoop up or something like that. I think he just grabbed this one. Or was it that? Just item cards? I don't have any item cards. Nice. Joke's on you. Let's go ahead and I need to get some new cards because I don't have any energy cards. So, yeah, 7. I'm gonna go ahead and attach energy. I don't want to do that, but it could come in handy. So I like this this card, Archie's Archie's Big Score. What is it? Archie's Ace in the Hole. So you can actually search your deck, search your discard pile for a water Pokemon and put it on your bench, and then draw 5 cards. Only if it's the last card in your hand, though. So it can really come in handy if somebody happens to take out your Greninja a little sooner than you thought they would. But so my video feed is kind of dropping right now. I don't know what's going on. Why is it doing that? I know you guys can still hear me, but this person's like playing a ton of like cards. There it is. I don't know what just happened, but so he actually got a Shaman out on his bench. So he actually got a, oh crap, Seismitoad. That's terrible. So here we go with a pretty much a steamroll at this point. There's nothing I can do. This is a good card. Seismitoad EX can severely limit what your opponents can and can't do. And I'm pretty much stuck right now, so I don't even know what supporters I have in my. I'm just gonna stall. That's really all I can do. Wow. So why is the video feed still tripping out? That's really annoying. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad for you. I don't even know if you can see what's going on with me. My voice is still there, so that's good, but I think the video feed's just being weird. This is really annoying. It's not that you actually need to see my face or anything, it's just that it's kind of like, it's annoying to me when I see my video feed tripping out. This is not going to go well, folks. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is going to be a pretty hard match. So what I can do, though, I can get Lick out there and hopefully paralyze him, which would be most ideal. That means he wouldn't be able to attack me at all. I can use this to hopefully drop that, make him discard that energy. Cool. So it's not hopeless, not yet. Could work out very well. Interesting. I wonder why he did that. That's unfortunate. Awesome. This might be good, though, for me. If I get a good heads flip, nice. Let me go ahead and find my Greninja. That would come in handy. Nice. Can I evolve him? Go ahead and heal up a little bit there. What's he gonna do? 70 damage? I should probably discard this energy card. Something tells me I'm gonna need to do that. Get rid of that Pachirisu. Pachirisu? I don't know what you call him. So I wouldn't say that I'm back in the game right now, but I do have something better going on. I'll take something better. It's better than what I had before. Colress, shuffle your hand into your deck and draw a number of cards equal to the number of your benched Pokemon. I do not like those. Crobat, that's gonna make me so my mouse is being weird right now, like it's going like super sensitive. It doesn't do this, like I'm like moving around like it's craziness. Another 70. I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. Get rid of him. Only because I need a prize card. The prize card could be shuffle to get a new hand, which would be great. Nope, Frogadier. That's fine. I can put it on here. I know that he's waiting for... He needs to get these powered up again. I think he has 2 double colorless energy in his discard pile. So he probably has 2 more, most likely. Yeah, there's 1. Oh no. And here goes the switch. He's definitely taking advantage of that setup ability with Shaman, so that's good, I guess. Flip a coin and grab. Oh, great! This one's okay. Fine. You grabbed an extra card. Was that really worth it? Put me to sleep. All right. With a 30 damage, 50 damage, 60 damage with the poison. I woke up, though. I woke up like this. I can't use item cards, though. That sucks. Because I need this. So I guess I'll just attack him for the 50 damage. But he's going to heal himself, which sucks. not going to win from him getting decked out. That's definitely not going to happen. Well, that's cool. So much going on. I can't do anything. I hate that ability. I hate Quaking Punch. It's awful. But once it gets set up, it's really good. I think they played it in the tournament, in the World Championships and the Nationals too. Quaking Punch is a good deck, and I think it's kind of been, it's not played as often anymore, but it's still a good deck. Seismitoad EX. Not a fan. Not a fan. No. Go ahead and bring that Kyogre out. You know you want to. That's fine. You can let me use item cards? I mean, I can't retreat anyway, so that's fine, but he's going to allow me to use item cards this game. Or this turn, I should say. But I still can't attach anything, so... Game over, man. Game over. Good game, though. That was a pretty tough match. I managed to keep it interesting, but it wasn't something that I don't think I could have won that. I'm not upset about that EX Pokemon because it's not like his whole deck wasn't EX Pokemon. He had a couple of different strategies going on, but he ended up winning because of his Quaking Punch. I think that's that much is clear, but so I'm not too upset about it. He had a pretty decent strategy. So let's go and open up a couple of Steam Siege packs here real quick, and then we will get into another versus match. So I have pretty much all these cards already. Oh, except for that one. So Pyroar, 120 HP, Flame Charge is 60 damage. Search your deck for a Fire Energy and attach it to this Pokemon. Incinerate for 90. Before doing damage, discard all Pokemon tool cards attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Armaldo, 150 HP, Rushing Water. For 40 damage, move an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon to one of his or her benched Pokemon. Not bad. And Guard Claw, for 100, is during your opponent's next turn, any damage under this Pokemon by attacks is reduced by 30. Captivating Pokepuff, your opponent reveals his or her hand. Put any number of basic Pokemon you find there onto your opponent's bench. Kind of a cool card, and then you can also use a Lysandra to make him switch that Pokemon into the active slot and get a free prize card if you want to. This in conjunction with Lysandra might actually be pretty good. Lampent's Mirror. Each player either draws or discards cards until that player has 4 cards in his or her hand. And Flickering Flames for 20. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Hawlucha. When you play this from your hand onto your bench, you may have your opponent switch his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her benched Pokemon. And Acrobatics does 20 damage plus 20 more for each heads you flip on 2 coin flips. Bergmite's Ice Block heals 30 damage, and Icy Snow does 20. Fungus. Play Ball. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may put 3 Pokeball cards from your discard pile into your hand. Ram does 10 damage. Mareep's Thunder Wave will paralyze on a heads flip, and Tackle does 20. C. Bide. Flip a coin if heads. If this Pokemon would be knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's next turn, it is not knocked out and its remaining HP is 10. And Clink, disorderly flip. Flip 4 coins and do 10 times the number of heads. So, if you haven't seen those cards yet, they're kind of interesting cards. I've got so many because when this set came out, I bought a ton of cards. Or a ton of packs, and then I started winning them in tournaments and stuff too, so I got so many of these packs. And I opened a lot of them like the first week it was out, so I do have a lot of Steam Siege cards. So Weevil, tear away as often as you like during your turn. You may put a Pokemon tool card attached to one of your Pokemon into your hand, and slash does 40. So you get a tool card from your, or you get to move tool cards around, so that's, or take it from your, take it from one of your Pokemon and put it in your hand. Drifblim's Eerie Wave does 30 and confuses your opponent's Pokemon. And Burst Curse, discard 2 energy cards attached to this Pokemon. Put 8 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. I like that ability a lot. But you discard 2 energy cards, so it can be dangerous. Nuzleaf does Harden. During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon would be damaged by an attack, prevent that attack's damage to this Pokemon if that damage is 60 or less. And Razorleaf does 20 damage. I built a deck around Nuzleaf, but it's not the best deck. It's fun to play, but it's not that great. Pokemon Ranger removes all effective attacks on each player and his or her Pokemon. So this would be great for that last match where I had Quaking Punch, and I couldn't do anything, I couldn't play item cards. This supporter will help you play those item cards. It removes all effects. Anorith. Each of your restored Pokemon has no weakness, and X-Scissor does 20 damage plus 20 more damage when you flip heads. Litleo does 30, and you flip a coin. You do nothing on tails. Nose Pass will paralyze on a heads flip with Thunder Wave, and Rolling Tackle does 40. Sneasel's Neon Roll. Flip a coin if heads, prevent all effective attacks, including damage onto this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. I like that. I like that. Those attacks that do that. Apom's Fiddle Around allows you to look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, put them back in any order. And Yanma, Scout, your opponent reveals his or her hand, and Speed Dive does 40 damage. So let's go ahead and get into another match here. We'll use Dehydrated again because I think it's a decent deck. It's not the greatest. There's a couple of adjustments I want to make to it, but I don't have the cards for it yet, so I can't. And I haven't really been focusing on it either. I've been focusing on trying to get other cards for other decks first. So, oh, I meant to say yes, but that's okay. No problem. We're going to start with this Articuno. And this Articuno is good because if it knocks something out, it actually will take 2 prize cards instead of 1, or 3 prize cards if you knock out an EX. So it doesn't deal a whole lot of damage, but it could end up winning the game for you. It can help you win that prize game. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is probably grab a Melodic. Melodic has an ability, I can't remember what it is, but it has a pretty good ability. Oh goodness. Palkia. I can put him to sleep, which might help. 40 damage. Search your deck for 2 water energy and attach them to one of your benched Pokemon. So the sleep may come in handy here, which I'm really hoping that it does. This is the one I'm talking about. What's it do? When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may put a card from your discard pile into your hand. That's not extremely useful, but it could be. Could be useful. I can't use it yet. I should have thought that through. Oh well. You asleep? You awake. Never mind. Oh, well, there's your Greninja. It's about to do a lot more damage than I wanted it to do. Well, it's not the one I was thinking, so that's not bad. This one has to be active to do any damage, and it could do 80, but it's not a whole lot. Greninja just seems like it's kind of an underpowered card. Has the HP to make something happen, but doesn't ever really do anything. So I'll be able to get another... I'll be able to get another Pokemon out, which I'm going to get Greninja. It just seems like a logical choice here. Do I have him? Yep. And then next turn I'll evolve him and go ahead and get that taken care of. So hopefully I won't take any damage between now and then. And he woke up. Great. 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 I should have the energy to start doing damage next turn, which will come in handy. But he's going to be able to power some stuff up, so that's going to be tricky. He can't disrupt me by making me put my cards in my deck because he already used a supporter card. So he can't use in. Okay. Well, that's an unforeseen event. I'm willing to bet my sleep he won't wake up from sleep this next turn. I'm willing to bet that's what's going to happen. Not 100%, but I'm willing to bet that's what's going to happen. So let's go ahead and get this. Get some more water energies. What's that balloon do? It's just the active, so okay. I can go ahead and damage him. I'm going to put him to sleep, though. So I'll do that. I'll go ahead and get this going. Get a little bit of a head start on damage, at least. And then I will put him to sleep. Tails. Oh, gosh. Ugh. The only reason I thought it was going to be heads is because, or I thought it was going to be tails, is because it's just the odds are going to be 50-50 for the most part. The next flip will most likely be heads, or be tails, I mean, but I won't put him to sleep again. I'm just going to start attacking him now. Oh, okay. It doesn't matter what I put up there because I can switch. So he's going to do 80 damage probably. He might get rid of my abilities with that first attack for 40 damage, which would probably be the best idea. That's what I would do. Safeguard on Suicune. This is the Suicune I mentioned in a couple other videos. Cannot be attacked by Pokemon EX. A great card if you have a water deck. I need to add this to my deck here, but I don't have it. So Moonlight Slash was probably the bad idea. A bad move. I bet he wished he did that to him instead, but it's fine. Ugh. I guess I'll see what else is out there. The other Articuno might help me get some energy cards in play. I need them. It's probably a good idea. Let's go ahead and do that. So here we go. Try Edge. It's not going to kill him. It could, but it's definitely not going to. So I need to draw one energy card in the next turn so I can let my Articuno get a bunch of water energy out. Then I can start discarding those energy in favor of Greninja, which would be wonderful. He's going to discard that energy. It just makes sense to knock me out. So Articuno, go. He's got one prize card. That's not what I wanted at all. So there you have it. Sometimes it comes down to the draw, what you get the next turn. You never want to be in a situation where you are waiting on the next card before you attack, and that happens a lot. I've seen it with other decks, I've seen it with my deck, I've seen it with pretty much everywhere, where you're like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and, this next card's going to get me everything I need, and then it just doesn't. So, classic example on that last draw. Okay, Keldea with a float stone. Here we go. Fisherman, fisherman, fisherman. Is there no retreat cost there? Oh, I didn't know that. What's that do? 120? Well, that's my mama. This is not going so well. There's a couple of energy cards, I guess. Is it 120? Yeah. I guess I'll try to put him to sleep, but I can't. I don't know. It's such a risky strategy. I don't even think that's going to work. I mean, I can hope that I get a bunch of heads flips on his, or a bunch of tails flips when I put him to sleep. That would be great. And of course, the odds are that that could happen, but I don't think it's gonna. 40? 40? I guess he's getting some water energy attached to his bench. Build that up a little bit. I don't blame him. It's gonna take some time to get this thing knocked out anyway, so. More water energies. Oh gosh. Oh, that's discard pile. I thought that was my deck. I was like, no, I only have 2. And boom. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He still can rush in, I think. And then float stone to switch out. So I'm really not in that much of better shape, and he's got a full bench and energy on almost every Pokemon on that bench. This is probably not going to end well. But it's fun to watch, I guess, if you're into analyzing and seeing what can be done. Oh, he dead. That's it. It's 110, I think, right? With 3, 60 plus 50 is 110. Of course, he's going to switch back into this. 120 damage is a knockout. There you have it, folks. I don't have enough to knock him out. Even if I do somehow manage to knock this thing out, it's pretty much over. So here's my plan. It's not the smartest plan. However, he'll knock out my Greninja. I send Feebas in. Feebas does the 10 damage needed to knock him out. Of course, he's dead now, so that just totally did not work. Oh well. It was gonna be okay. It was gonna be funny. I was gonna get the last knockout from a Feebas, but did not work. Anyway, I'm gonna call it right there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with more videos. I do videos every Monday through Friday on the Pokemon trading card game online, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Thanks again for watching. You guys have a great day.